Hey everyone, and welcome to a Minecraft video. Now, today I'm just going to show you my little technique for getting XP, because as you all well know, well most of you anyway, XP now has a use, which of course is enchanting, and I'll get to that soon. So basically, you need to kill a lot of mobs in order to actually get enough XP to do any sort of decent enchanting. And as you'll notice, all my tools are enchanted, and some of these were these two weren't too expensive, but on my sword and my pick, that cost quite a lot. So basically, this structure here is a mob spawner, and it's quite large. It's not the biggest, you'll see. It's fairly efficient, but not great. But I am adding a second layer onto it. Now, if I go into creative mode and fly up, this is basically the design. I haven't completed the second layer yet. I'm yet to actually add the platforms, but the basic structure for monster capture is there. And underneath this is another layer which is basically identical, which is dug into the earth and is fully functional. And if I just hop down here, turn creative mode off, come down these stairs, and you'll be able to hear the splashing. There's a huge wad of monsters in here, and I can just hack at their legs. And you'll see my XP going up quite quickly. Now, because it's only got the one layer at the moment, it doesn't chug out a continuous stream of monsters, but they do keep coming, slowly but surely. And of course I've got getting tons of loot. And of course I could be here for quite a while if I actually want to get to a higher level. But that's why I'll sort of, maybe if I'm building something in the town, I'll come back every 5 minutes when this little area here should be fully full. And as you can see, they don't like take 5 minutes between monsters. Every few seconds a monster drops down, and of course I plan to significantly increase that speed when the second layer is built, and I might in the future even build a third layer, but it is taking an enormous amount of stone because I want it to look decent. But yeah, that's basically a mob spawner. Really easy, they can't hit you, except spiders can get through, but apart from that, they can't get through, and you can just hack at their legs. And of course in here I've got my enchanting table. I haven't fully set up the bookshelves yet, but that's because I don't have enough sugarcane. And I'm just going to turn that rain off. And so in here I can enchant. I'll just enchant this to level 4, because I can. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. So we'll see how long, we'll get level 3, that'll do. Blast protection 1, so that'll help against creepers, I guess. Or if I decide to blow myself up with TNT. But I probably won't do that. So that's pretty much what I do for XP. But on multiplayer, it's a little bit different because it's sort of bugged how you can't chop at your legs, which I will show you in just a second. Alright guys, I'm in my multiplayer town. Whoops, I'm in creative mode. That's a problem. I'll just change that. There we go. And I'll just plonk the door down there. So on multiplayer, of course, you can't, as you'll see, I can't actually chop their legs, which is of course a problem. So I have to go like that, and I must say it's not as easy on multiplayer because you are going to take damage quite often too. But this is a mob spawner that was almost entirely built by Disease 7. So if you have watched my survival multiplayer town videos, you'll be familiar with the existence of him. Although you haven't seen him, there's plenty of buildings that have been built by him. And I'm not going to show this this off properly. I'll save that for my next survival multiplayer town video. And that creeper just blew everything up. But yeah, it's basically just a big spawning pad and then a second smaller spawning pad, and it gives an almost continuous flow of monsters. Sometimes there'll be a gap, but not for long. And I usually try and enchant things at about level 20, because when you go past that it gets a little bit, it takes quite a little time. And with this spawner, it probably only takes 15 to 20 minutes to get to that kind of level, which in reality is not that long. But it would only take with this spawner 10 minutes at the most if you wanted to get to level 15, which can also get you some decent enchantments, but the best are definitely over 20. And of course what I do, I also use arrows down here. And it works nicely. And as you can see, I just leveled up to level 12. So that's about it for XP. That's how I do it. And I'm just gonna cut now to a little scene in my wizard's tower. Okay, so this is my little tower, which I'm going up right now, where all my enchantments on not my server, what the hell am I talking about? On the server that I play on, get, well, enchanted. And as you can see, I've got bookshelves everywhere. The floor here is actually bookshelves as well, and so is this little ceiling here, as you can see there. So I can get some pretty, well, I've got to actually get something else so I can show you. I can get some pretty strong enchantments, well into the 30s at times, although it's not really showing it for this. Oh, there's 27, that's pretty decent. 25, it's not bad. But yeah, I've seen 37 as the highest. But yeah, this is basically where I do my enchanting here. So yeah, that's basically mob spawning, gaining XP and enchanting, how I do it. I guess many people have their own ways, but yeah. Oh, and just another thing that I forgot to add in the video. Of course, I've been busy, and I've done a lot of enchanting. But to be honest, it hasn't taken like days and days to do this, although I've done it over a few days. The total time gathering XP for this would only be 2 or 3 hours maybe, well probably 3 at least, but not too long. So I've got lots of efficiency. That one was expensive, that cost 20, at least 23, that was expensive. But I've got a lot of efficiency too, which is quite good. Unbreaking 3, that'll last forever. Efficiency 3 and Unbreaking 3, now that cost 22 I think. I'm not sure, but that's going to be a really good spade. That was kind of cheap. That was I think that was over 20. What do we got here? That's going to be a good sword. Probably over 20 it cost as well. That was kind of, I think, a bit cheaper. And that was fairly expensive as well, fire aspect. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. And this time it's the end of the video. So I'll see you next time. Bye.